Hi everyone. So today I'm going to be talking about this light. Now, the reason why I ended up purchasing this light for myself is because I wanted to have a really easy to use, portable, very reliable light. Let me go ahead and show you all the details. Let's get started. So I got this light because I'm a longtime eBay seller and I just wanted some lights that were more portable, and I'm very familiar with this brand and these type of lights, and they're super easy to set up, but I wanted you to see them out of the box just so you can see they're not intimidating, because sometimes when you order lights, especially if you've never done it before, it can be, you think like there's this whole big setup, but there's not. So this brand, they give you a case, which is great, very easy, not too heavy, somewhat heavy, but not bad. But I use these type of lights because they're so easy to move around. And also, I ended up getting the separate battery because I want them to be portable, because these are technically plug-in, as you can see here, which is fine if you're not moving them around. But in my case, I do use them for a lot of different scenarios, one being in reselling, which I'd done for many, many years. And so I just wanted something that wasn't like so big and bulky. And I also work in video production with my husband. And so something like this is really great. Maybe you shoot weddings. I don't shoot weddings, but if you did, this would really do something that would work well for you, because you could just easily move them around. And I have shot weddings many, many times, and I know that time is of the essence when you are filming a wedding. So, yeah, this would be great for that. So you have here the little area that you can store away the lights if you want to. You should make them pullable. So if you are working in production, that is great. So you want to keep this. And then down below here, this is going to be the stands. There's literally going to be nothing to this. The hardest part is taking everything out of the bag. That's it. Again, so this is the stand. Stands have a lot of adjustability, of course. Oh, I am actually really excited about these lights, because just the idea of having them not plugged in, this will go right onto here. And this is literally it. If it's not going on there, you just need to loosen it counterclockwise. Okay. But you just put that on there, and then you're going to tighten that that clockwise at that point. Tighten real well. And now it's on the stand, right? So you also have adjustability here. You turn this counterclockwise. You can move the light from this area here back and forth. It does go all the way back, and it goes all the way forth, which is great. You have your controls here. So you're going to have your on and off. And then I'll show you all of these once we get these going. I am going to go ahead and plug in my battery to make it super portable for you guys to show you, because I do think that's important. If you are not using a battery, that is totally fine. The plug-in is right here, and that is where you will plug these into the wall and into here. That is looks like a 12 to 15 volt, which they provide you two of, which is great. Adjustability wise, for height, again, you'll do these here. So counterclockwise opens these up, and they go really tall. So that is another really good feature about these. You have height there. You have height here. So imagine if all of these were completely open, how tall these would go up. So again, if you're using this for video production, it's really, really helpful. And then again, here we open up the base down below, because this is going to be what keeps it from falling over. And if you have a sandbag, that's even better, but you don't have to. These are pretty lightweight. But if it's on a windy day, it's always smart to put a sandbag on the bottom, and that holds the tripod down on the ground If that doesn't make sense to you, just look up sandbags and you will see what I'm talking about. Super simple. I thought I would show you the battery pack. So I ended up getting the F970, NWF970 batteries. And here they are right out of the box. I actually haven't even opened them yet. But it gives you a little, this is the charging base. Okay, here, plugs in, you can see there. And then you've got the 2 ports there. Here is the actual plug, which is a USB-C. Actually, you've got 2 different ones there. So that's good. So they give you that. So you will have to plug it into, let me show you. It's got a USB port and a USB-C on the one they give you. So there you go. And then we've got the batteries. Trying to do this one-handed here. And there you go. Pretty decent sized batteries. And then when you want to charge them. So 1 battery for 1 light. When you want to charge them, all you do is just plug them right in like that. And they stay in there. So if you're out in the field, maybe you're just using 1 light, go ahead and have the other battery charging as a backup. That's obviously something you would do, but thought I would go ahead and say that. So we're going to plug this into the light. This is Zeep, by the way. See these 2 little holes here? There's the 2 little prongs there. So those will match up in case you're wondering which way to put the battery in. It just snaps in. And now I don't want to put too much light on my dog here. So here it is at 10,000 K. So on this light, you can change the intensity of the light. You can kind of change the tones. You can change the, you can make it like the warmth of the light. So right now we're at the bluest daylight, if you will. You can change the temperature of the light is what I'm trying to say. And the brightness. So let's start with just the brightness here. So what you'll do is this menu or this middle button here. If you just press that, it takes you to 3 different options. Right now we're on 100 and that's going to be the brightest light. Now, if I want to change the intensity of that, all I do is just turn this dial here and that is going to bring the brightness down all the way to 0. All right. So you can really play around with that and see kind of what color you need. So I'm going to turn it all the way bright again because now I'm going to change the color temperature. We're at 10,000 K. That's going to give you like the bluest, most daylight. And then what we'll do is, so first we're going to press the middle button again. That's going to move it over to 10,000. Okay. And we're going to bring the color temperature down more. As we move down, we get to the middle numbers all the way down to the bottom. And that's going to make it more like sunlight, more warm tones, as you can see. Now, if we press this middle button one more time to GM, we can also change the variation of that warm temperature and make it maybe a bit more yellowish, more orange. And I'm going to bring it back over to the temperature, the K temperature, and I'm going to bring this up all the way to 10,000 to show you again. Now I'm going to bring it back down to GM and it's on 50 plus, and I'm just going to move that so you can see the sort of variation in the color changes again. Now we're in the negatives. It's getting a bit more of like a purpley tone. So again, you can change a lot of different things on here. More than likely, what you're going to do is you're going to just keep this at like a base camp of 0. You're going to keep the number, let's say you'll keep the brightness at 100. And then the temperature, typically I stay at around 5,200. Maybe even a little bit brighter than that. I like less warmth. So here is another cool feature. On here, you have different colors that you can change it to. We've talked about the temperature, the tones, the brightness. Now I'm going to show you if I press the power button, it gives you a different mode. So you've got power and you got mode. If I hold it and press it, that's going to turn it off completely. But let's say I don't want to do that. I'm going to turn it back on. All right, now it's on. Now I just want to change it to a whole different color altogether. I press the power button again. Now I have green. Again, if I want to change the variation of this or the temperature of this, I have options. I'm at 50 now. I can go to a lesser option, and that kind of dulls that green down for me. I can bring it back up. And again, if you press the middle button, that is where you have the different options. I can make it less bright. I can make it more bright. I can change those tones of the green. Again, just playing around with it, seeing what you like. You can see here, everything changes. Now we've gone over to red. So if you just press the mode button, that will give you your different colors, and then you can play around with the variations of the color, the temperatures of the color and things like that. So there's a lot of options with this light. It's not just going to give you a typical standard light. All right, and then I'm going to turn it off one more time here. So now let's get it back on again. We're on blue still, okay? So if you get lost, just hit that power button mode, and that's going to bring you right back to your typical standard light, okay? Now let's go back to another color again. I want to show this to you. So we're here, obviously we're on red. If I press this middle button, I'm on red right now, and I can change the variations of the color on red, right? Like I did before, I can make it more pink like I've done here, that kind of thing. But let's say that I want this light to do something even more special. I'm going to press this middle button again. Okay. Oh, wait, sorry. Not the middle button again. I'm going to press mode again. And that's going to take me to CCT. And what that's doing is it's going to cycle through the lights. You can see here the lights are changing. Now, if I press this again, I go back to the standard colors. Okay, so this next part I'm going to show you, if you are sensitive to flashing lights, just be aware that that's about to happen. This light does a lot of different things. We're still on that CCT. We've gotten from regular mode to color to now CCT. Okay, and that's just cycling through the lights. Now let's say we wanted to do some more funky things. Well, we turn the dial now, the big dial. Turn it once, it's going to do something else. I'm not sure what this one is. It's INT. Now if we go to, it looks like a little TV screen here, that's going to be more flashing lights, okay? So you'll have to kind of play around with this and see. This seems like a party firecracker, which looks like, a variation of exploding lights. That's kind of fun. So maybe you're a DJ, here's your light, right? You have so much fun with it. Again, another party mode, cycling through here. So you have a lot of different things. This one's the flash, and it's got a little lightning bolt. Okay. That is a little camera button, and that's a much bigger flash. So you kind of get the idea. It gives you a lot of different options as well for the lights, not just a standard light, which is very, very cool. This one's super bright, bright, flashy. So I'm going to just kind of get this back to square here. So as you can see, lots of different options. It's a fantastic light. It works super well. I mean, we've just taken it right out of the box, and I've kind of given you a rough overview of what it does. You want to make sure to read your instructions. So that's pretty much it, guys. I just wanted you to see the basics of the light. 9 times out of 10, everything I showed you in today's video is how you're going to use the light, more than likely. But it does have more features, so you just want to kind of dive into that instruction manual. I also do really recommend getting the extra batteries, and that way you can have your light be completely portable and not have to worry about plugging it in. So everything is linked in the description box below that I talked about today. I'm super happy with this light. Again, every time I buy from this brand, they never disappoint me, and they did a fabulous job with this. I have a feeling this is going to replace a lot of my other lights, maybe not all of them, but certainly not all of them for sure. But for my everyday, like super easy, super quick needs, something like this is that's why I got it. It's going to be so easy to use this light. So it's definitely not going to replace, if you are a professional videographer, it's not going to replace your big boy lights, but something like this could really help you in certain situations really quickly. And especially if you're a DJ or you do weddings or you do like maybe you rent out some of the fun things that weddings have now, something like this could be really great for you. So I'm so happy with the light. I mean, genuinely, they did a fabulous job. No complaints whatsoever. I don't think there's any detail they left out that I wish they had. Lots of adjustability, lots of options. And yeah, that's about it for today's video. I just wanted to share my opinion about this light, and I hope it helps.